beautiful people. It's another beautiful day outside, so you know where I am. Sitting in the park behind a beautiful tree. Well, a few trees. Well, there are many trees in this park. Lots and lots of trees. But just enjoying this weather. And a little grape juice. Let me see, is this a real grape juice? Tropicana. Uh, nah, that's not real. But it's something cold to drink. A little quiet time before I go home and heat up dinner. Although I don't think anybody at home is hungry. Um, it was only a couple hours ago where the mister of the house had Burger King. And I ate some leftovers from last night, which were delicious. Okay, here's the conversation I wanted to have. Just remembered talking about food. So today I'm out and about, and I don't usually buy food and drink when I'm out. Okay. And but I did today. When I do, just like today, I'll say that when I do, I find that it's the food and the drink has an awful aftertaste. Like today, I purchased one drink and took one sip. It was awful. Tasted like, I don't know, ink is the only thing I could think of. Tasted like ink. So one sip, threw it out. Cost me $2.50, 2.50. So I get to the next place because I wanted something to drink, and I get another drink, seltzer water, and it was a can, so it was $1.50. Took one sip, tasted like ink. This grape juice tastes good though, but I don't. It's not like, you know 100% grape juice from actual grapes. Grape juice concentrate. Okay. Um, but I'm noticing, like, whenever I buy food, and I don't buy food out for myself. Um, my daughter and her father, they like a lot of food outdoors. They don't eat a lot of it because they prefer the home cooked meals. But once a week, they will order out at least once, usually every Friday. Sometimes, another night of the week. So sometimes twice. But we we're noticing that the food that we buy from these fast food joints and restaurants, it's not good. It has a strange taste. To me, everything tastes strange. Like, there's some things that they like, and it's just all awful to me. And I'm not going to brag, and I'm not saying this just because, food at home is prepared by my hands. And I'm blessing the food. When I buy the groceries, I'm blessing the groceries. I'm asking the Lord to bless it and cleanse it and cause it to nourish and strengthen our bodies, bless our health. That's with all food and drink that I buy. Groceries, and even when I buy at restaurants. But I believe this awful taste that everything has, that we buy outside of home, is because, the Lord don't want me to eat it, for sure. I don't think he wants any of us to eat it. But me, for sure, that's my warning. When something tastes bad, I take one sip or one bite. That's it. It's in the trash. But, oh, what I was going to say is that even my family will say, I don't toot my own horn about my cooking. But, co-workers that I've worked with and my family will say, this is far more delicious. This food, Mom, or this food, Crystal, that you cook, far more delicious than anything that we could get outside. And I noticed that too. I was eating some of my potato salad last night. I remember I made my potato salad last year for a picnic at work for a lot to feed a lot of people, and all of the young men, the women, you know, didn't want to really compliment me, but they always asked me to make it, after they tasted my potato salad. But the young men were walking up and hugging me, so many of them saying, I know what it feels like to eat love. And not just with my potato salad, but I made them a few things, and they would come in rubbing their bellies, giving me a hug, saying, this is love, this is mama love, big mama love, But I was eating some of my potato salad last night with some curry chicken that I made. And when I was eating it, I'm like, I understand what my daughter and her father are saying, because they keep complimenting. I'm like, it's the same bowl of potato salad. And every night, compliments, compliments, which feel good. I love it. But I understand, because when I ate it last night and the night before that, I felt like I was eating a light cloud. It was like angel's food or something. That's what it tasted like. Everything that I make, I noticed that. But, I always credit that to me taking the time and praying over it while I'm cooking it. If I'm prepping and chopping and cleaning, I'm praying and praying and thank you, Lord. I'm thanking the Lord for the groceries, y'all. you know, for even giving it, you know, for me being able to handle these groceries and feed my family and prepare them in such a healthy way, that it will make all of us healthy. And the Lord actually does bless, the food that I cook. I know it because the stuff we get outside don't taste anything at all like what I make at home. And even my family, like I said, coworkers in the past still talk about the food whenever I talk with them about the food I would bring in, whether it be macaroni and cheese, potato salad, whatever. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. It's like prepare your food. Another thing I wanted to say to women, especially, home cooked meals, good, healthy home cooked meals, where you blessing every ingredient as you're cooking. You're blessing it the whole way through until it's served. This is how you show your family and your friends and your neighbors love, and your brothers and your sisters and your cousins and your aunties and your grandma and grandma. But this is how you show love. And I often say that, and I say it to myself. I never said this out loud to anybody. It's the first time I'm about to say this out loud. I always say within myself, a good, healthy, home cooked meal is how you know the woman in your life loves you. That's how you know the woman in your life loves you. And I'm talking husbands and children and granddaughters and aunties and whoever the women in your life are. The way you know that they love you is how they treat you, how kind they are to you, the wisdom they instill in you, the example they set, the good example, the good godly example they set, and the home cooked meals they serve you. I said all of that just to really say that. And I didn't remember that that's something that I always wanted to say on video. And I didn't remember to say that until the end. I was like, oh, yeah, thank you, Lord. The Lord reminded me. I have to give the Lord the credit for that. All right. I'm going to finish my juice and go home and serve up a home cooked meal. You all have a great evening. Blessings.